once I have it here and I start working on the head turn, uh, I'll use this as the example. So when I start working on the head turn, I'll start to manipulate this this piece here, and I'll start making my adjustments there, right? So if I'm we're going to be doing a head turn going this way, I look at the angles of where I'm going to need that to be, and then with the ear and everything gone, for instance, if I want to bring everything back, let's go ahead and edit paste again. So I do all the angle turns and everything in there, right? So if I know this is my earpiece, get all this other stuff out of the way. And this is after I've already went in and kind of fixed everything for the vector. Alright, so we'll just cut everything out. So starting out with the we'll just call it the beginning headpiece here, and then I'll start to manipulate and add the other pieces in. So as far as the ear, as long as the ear is separate, I can move it the way I need to move it. We know that if an ear is just looking like this from the front, it's a certain way it looks, right? And then what I would do is just I'll duplicate that ear again and start to manipulate it the opposite way. So if I know I'm gonna be doing the head turn for the tilt, there's a couple things I can do. I can start to modify this a little bit, right? Usually it'll come in a little bit more, but it'll allow me to start to kind of make sure those angles are right. But then I still have the black and white that I'm kind of playing around with before you do the color. So if I'm starting out with this piece here, and I know that this is going to be that one frame, right? So I have the my first ear, which is here, and I got my first head, which is here. I'll come in and I'll just merge those together. Once I do that, I just take this piece here, copy, and I'll just bring it back into Inkscape to start to kind of do the coloring and figuring that all out. So basically that's how I start working on the head turns and everything else. Everything else I keep separate. So if I'm drawing it out and I'm working on the eyes, all of that stuff is going to be separated out. And when we get to the point where everything's finalized, or if I get the match and the color that I like, I'll bring it here to kind of start playing around with changing the way that I want the colors to look, because most of this is going to be separated out. But I want to have this as bright as possible. So if I am doing any add additions to it, I'll do them both in Inkscape and in but it's the same thing. I think I went over this video before. Once I get a flat piece here, I start to do the blurs, so adding color to the cheek. I can do that, and shadows for the forehead or underneath the hat. I'll usually keep those separate because I know that I may change that later on.